Damn it. Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. A where do we go from here rendition. I am using the Hardcore Hammers hatchet. It's the one that Sean from Corporal's Corner designed. It's got a waffle-headed hammer pole. I think this is Armament Steel. Chris Hall gave this to me. It's awesome. I've used it on a couple of campouts. There will be like a review coming. The truth is with this thing, it's just a damn workhorse. What I want to talk to you about today is where we're going as a channel. Now, as far as knives go, I'm carrying my Hunter by Heavyset Knife Company. Jonathan made this. It's become one of my all-time favorite knives. Carried it all day today. Leather sheath, nitro V steel. I've got a full review of it that I'll put in the links below. Speaking of, and I'm also carrying my Emerson Bulldog today. And I think I've got my Barlow on me. In fact, I know I do. Here's the deal, guys. This channel started off because I needed something to do. And what I wanted to do with it is show my knife collection. I never started this channel with any pretense of growing other than I thought I'd get a couple hundred subscribers maybe. Thought that would be cool. Never grew the channel with wanting to get free knives. I didn't know that was a thing. Having to pull up my pants. I've lost more weight. I'm right in somewhere in the 220s now, high 220s. I started the channel because I was probably 4 or 5 months clean, if that, and I even slipped up while I had the channel. And if you go back and you watch some of those early videos, you can see on a couple I'm probably high as hell. But as I moved further and further away, once Eric died, July 31st, I believe it was 2020, this will be 5 years, which is insane. I got serious about a lot of things. Getting clean was one of them, and I mean really getting clean, not getting clean was a big deal. From there, I just showed knives that I owned, or Kirk had, or maybe Jimbo had, or, you know, guys at work had, right? I had a vast collection. I started showing them with really no anticipation. And when I started showing them, and people don't get this about knife channels. Some people start the channel because they want to show knives. Most people have a passion for knives. I can't really think of anybody, and I'm not here to talk shit about everything's about Choir Boys Outdoors. But I think people think we get into it, oh, you're going to get free knives. I never had that assumption because I wasn't part of the knife community in any real capacity before I started my channel. I watched Donnie B all day. I watched Advanced Knife Pro. I watched a couple more, and I thought, shit, I can do that. Now, not that I could mimic what they did, but I pulled some of each one of their styles up front, and that's incorporated into mine, and we decided we'd show knives. That's what it started, with absolutely no expectancy, other than to let's have some fun. I came in screaming community. As you grow in this thing, you don't seek out drama, but drama can find you. I didn't start it for that. I didn't start it to be a white knight. I didn't start it to be a champion. I was an addict, and I am an addict who started a channel to have something to do with my hands and my time so that I didn't just fall right back down the rabbit hole. You could even argue that I traded one addiction for the other. But the truth of the matter is, the more that we've gone in this game, the more that I've learned, the more that I've tried to share with you guys. So we're at a point now where I'm at a crossroads. I am a knife channel. I am not a knife testing channel. And some of it's just semantics. Some of it's terminology, right? Nothing that I do is scientific. I don't care about that aspect of it. There's enough channels who do that and do that well. Watch them for that. Mine, I want to take a product like this. I want to take it out in the woods. You understand that, and guys, when I talk about being a novice, I've grown up using knives for work. I've grown up using a knife my whole damn life. My first pocket knife I got, I was 5. That's just part of being in the country in the South. You know, country guys up north get them too. But learning to put that on film and learning to show it and learning that nobody understands your humor, so everything you say is going to get misconstrued, so you have to change a couple ways that you approach things, right? I had to learn all that. Am I an expert at it? No. When I talk about being a novice, it comes more to do with terminology and the ins and outs that I don't care about. People don't send me their knives for me to wax poetic about the edge geometry and all that. They don't. They send me knives to beat on and to use and to show in the way that I do, and I'm fine with that. But I'm at a crossroads because today what I'm actually doing is tearing down the stump. It's been gone for a while, but processing up the wood. So I thought, you know what, while I'm out here, I'll invite you guys along and we'll have a chat. Now, I love knives, and I've got to clean it up for that too, because I stagger around here and people think I'm just staggering. Guys, there's shit everywhere. That's my fault. I got to clean it up. I love knives, but there comes a time where if you don't evolve, if you don't change, if you don't look to improve, you digress. That's life in general, man. And I'm not trying to throw, a bunch of philosophy at it. It's just true. I am adding 3 things possibly that I think will really help the channel. It'll help the channel and it'll help me. I look at this as a learning experience. I want to learn something new every day, whether it's about camping or survival or bushcraft or primitive skills, all different terms. They're not one and the same. We've got to get out of that thought process. But I want to add some, say, camping and some survival and some primitive skills to show you different ways of using a knife and showing you me learning. See, I'm not one of these guys, no matter what anybody tells you, I'm not one of these ego guys who has to do everything 100% correct or I don't show it, right? I'm not. I can be an asshole and I can be arrogant and I can say things that piss people off. I don't do it on purpose. The truth is, I'm just up here. See, sometimes my humor don't translate. You know what I quit worrying about? People that don't get it. And I'm not trying to be an ass to you. I could either spend 30 minutes in a video trying to explain to you why I'm doing something or just doing it and the people that enjoy it will watch it. And then so on and so forth. I want to add camping because I love camping. I love camping. It's one of the most therapeutic things for me to sleep. 2 months ago, I was going through pure mental torment. We're not here to talk about that. Last year was one of the worst years for me mentally. We're not here to talk about that, but I put up a tent right here, and this, you can ask my wife, put up a tent right here, and I camped out overnight. There was something about sleeping in the tent, and I spent some time in the tent just kind of thinking about things, writing things down, just kind of getting my head focused. I woke up the next morning with a different mindset. I just went down to a survival thing with Walter Matthews and Jason Fleming from Straight Edge Knives. Shout out to those guys. I learned so much. It was so relaxing. It's so therapeutic that I come back, even though I was tired, I was rejuvenated. So I want to bring that to you. Now, I'll have to learn how to shoot it. I'll have to learn how to make an enjoyable camping video. But my idea behind the camping, the hiking, the kayaking is to show you knives and review knives just in a little bit different manner. We do them at work so I can show you an industrial side. I do them over at Kirk's to give you an overall look. If I do a video out here from now on, it's going to be, hey, I need to get this. I want you to see this knife. We're going to review it later. That's something else we're adding. But I want to give you a good overall look. There are several knives dropping this week. You're going to see some shorts on those knives and those things. I just want to give you a good look. We'll come back and we'll get the full reviews going. So I'm dismantling this so I can give Mama her yard back. I'm going to clean it up so we have our yard back, but I'll always have me a little work area. It needs to be cleaned up anyway. So we're going to add some camping. Megatron and I went on a hike today. We went for about an hour. I think we went 2.3 or 2.4 miles. Loved it. Matter of fact, check this out. I'm going to put this in the video. We ran through a bamboo forest. It was crazy. So I want to bring some of that to you guys. This is Northeast Florida, by the way, so it was just cool to walk through this. So I want to bring that to you guys. I also, like when I go to Blackie's, I want to do some reviews there with some old school bushcraft, you get a lot of guys there who have been Boy Scout leaders their whole lives. They have a passion for teaching. So Pink, awesome dude, man. Awesome dude. He was a helicopter pilot. I think he worked on planes, just a neat guy. There are some neat guys there. Frisbee, Chris Hall. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I don't want to leave anybody out. William Collins is there. So when I go there, I want to take you guys with me to give you a different look, a different perspective on knives. We will always be knife-based. We will always be blade-based. We're going to do that. Last thing I want to speak on is this. Luke from Calculated Survival is a really good dude. And I had messaged him yesterday. And just in a quick conversation, I had brought up with him, guys, I need to start really, really stepping back and taking a look at me and what my channel does. I'm not here for drama. I don't thrive on drama. I am who I am. I am what I am. And let me explain something to you. I don't live for that shit. I'm not the guard of the knife community. However, and I'm not talking about trolls, I'm talking about other channels. If you're a bigger channel and you decide to take pot shots at some of my friends, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to say something. I don't let the chips fall where they may. I make my living at All Metal Fab. I'm the easiest sumbitch on this platform to find. I'm not saying from a fighting standpoint. I'm saying I don't run from anything. And I don't hide. Okay? There's no need for one channel to worry about what another channel does. I don't. I really don't. Let me say this too. The video I made the other day, where I brought up Peterbilt Knife Guy and Calculated Survival, they worked that situation out, or Peterbilt and the other guy who had a problem with Peterbilt worked that situation out through the messages. Somebody said, well, Scab, you did. I didn't do the same thing. If I wanted to go at that guy, I would have said his channel name and I would have called him out. I didn't, because he is a knife maker and I'm not here to get in anybody's pocket. Okay? Unless they come at some of my friends or they screw people over, or they are a threat to the community or a threat to people's hard-earned money. This was just between channels, right? I made a little funny video. Somebody said, well, no, I'm never going to back off of that. If that's a problem with you, okay. But I'm not going to let people, I hate people, and I mean hate, that want to just talk down on people. If that's all your content's come down to, then you need to take a check inward. We don't do that. We don't take shots at other channels to take shots at other channels. There's no point. There's no need. I don't give a shit what anybody does. One thing I do care about is taking shots, especially when you're bigger. Especially when you make comments like, I shouldn't even know who they are. Well, then go on your privileged way. I'm not letting that slide. Other than that, man, I'm here to help people. I try to be the first one in line with my hand up if I can. Not in front of the camera, behind the scenes. I try to do a lot to help people. Why? And this is the God's honest truth. This is the core of Choir Boys Outdoors. I am here by the grace of God, period. And whether you believe in God or you don't, I'm here because I haven't been given second chances. Guys, I've been given billionth chances. There's no reason my wife should even be with me, except she loves me and she's in this for the long haul. I come on here and I say shit that a lot of people wouldn't say. I've told you I'm an addict. I don't run from shit. I'm not proud of it, not happy about it. I'm going to be me. Some people love me, some people hate me. I'm good either way. I want to help who I can help and move forward where I can. I've taken too much of your time. The direction of this channel is forward. We're going to stumble. Last thing, and I'll make this part quick, I want to help small makers. I really do. But small makers, you're going to have to help yourself. You're going to have to be on the up and up. You're going to have integrity. And you know what? If you mess up, just say, hey, I'm that guy. It's okay. People are far more forgiving than what anybody ever believes. I want to help small makers. I want to feature them on the channel. That's what I want to do. Why? Because I'm not a knife maker. I'm not a knife designer. I don't make money in this other than what little bit of AdSense. I do have a Patreon and a YouTube membership that you guys never, ever hear about. I call it the choir. And if you are in the choir, either through Patreon or YouTube members, dude, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I spend about $300 to $500 a month on shipping. That's more than some, less than most. As you grow, and for some of you, I just like being small. Cool. I didn't attack this to be big. I just let it ride, right? But we're here, and there's certain financial responsibilities that you take on when you take on a channel. You should know that before you start your channel. That's it. We're going up, and we're going on. I'm human, even though I am Scab, and you are not. And I love you. I hope y'all have a great day, man. I hope everybody rides with me, although I know they won't. So those that don't, I wish you all the best. Hey, y'all have a great weekend. I'm scared. You're not. I'm gone.